Are you ready for my top 10 summer niche 2017? Keep it tuned in. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to my top 10 summer niche list for 2017. Your favorite fragrance reviewer is doing a fall list. I'm doing my summer list. So it's the end of summer, obviously, at this time. And this is the top 10 niche fragrances that I wore this summer. The list itself, I'll be honest, as far as the list goes, not much movement. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces here. I didn't really discover too many niche summer fragrances that blew my socks off to really creep into my top 20. Last year was a top 20 list, so this is a top 10. So you're going to see a lot of familiar faces. There's some newcomers, of course. And we do have a number one here that is, has been top 5 before. So it's not going to be a big surprise. Let's start off the list with the House of Byredo. Big fan of the House of Byredo. Always a huge fan of Pulp. But Pulp finally got its little brother in the game now. So at number 10... I finally got, and I am going to do a review hopefully soon on this one. It is Bal d'Afrique from Byredo, and yes, Bal d'Afrique's big brother is in this top 10 list. So we got 2 Byredo. So Byredo fans, stand up, put your comments down below, let us know who you are. Bal d'Afrique, outstanding juice. I always wanted it. I always felt like Pulp and Bal d'Afrique were heads over a lot of Byredo scents, and those were my first 2 purchases, and they have been. So at number 10, God, oh, this is great. It's fresh, but it also has some darker tones to this fragrance. I love it. The vetiver in here, not so clean. It has a little bit of roughness to the fragrance. I love it. Some good florals, some heavy citruses, some great citruses here. And of course that black currant perfection. That black currant actually pulls a little bit of the black currant in Pulp, also from Byredo, my favorite from Byredo. So that same black currant note utilized in both fragrances, really outstanding black currant. And so if Bal d'Afrique kind of reminds you a little bit of Pulp, it is that note, that black currant. The reason for this one being so low in this top 10 list, and that's no snuff to this, I have a lot of great fragrances that haven't made this list, but I bought it more late in the summer, so it didn't really get that much wear. But Bal d'Afrique, outstanding scent for the summer at number 10. Now at number 9, it's Big Brother, baby, Pulp. So let's do a little dab here. Let's see what we get. So Pulp from Byredo. This was my first purchase way back in the day. And yes, I got the little small bottle. I wish I got the big bottle like I got for Bal d'Afrique. But Pulp, number 5, Pulp, sometimes you just got to take a double take sometimes with a fragrance as great as Pulp. Pulp was number 5 last year in my list. Made it number 1 the year prior to that. So it is one of my favorites for summer. Pulp is one of the best daring fruity fragrances in the game. I always say this, but there's not too many daring fruity fragrances in the game. I can't even name more than one because this one is the only one in the game. Great use of blackcurrant, great use of fig. What a great blend, a great outstanding fragrance from the start right to the finish. It's not just it's not too much as far as linear goes. What a great fragrance. The fruity notes are amazing in this one. Really outstanding juice. As far as being unique in the game, this is one of them. Pulp at number 9. You gotta check it out. Bal d'Afrique and Pulp, high recommends from me from Byredo. If you have to try out something from the brand, those are the 2. Let's take a look at number 8 on my list. Number 8, really a fragrance that I absolutely love. No stranger to this list either. This is, of course, Enchanted Forest. And this purple bottle, this dark purple, it's not black, it's dark purple, really invokes what's in here. Well, guess what? Blackcurrant. Blackcurrant, blackcurrant, blackcurrant. So you can see blackcurrant is a note that I absolutely love. Blackcurrant is the primary note in this fragrance. Yes, it's used in these 2 quite well, but in Enchanted Forest, it's a whole different ball game, man. I'm telling you, if I had to compare this to like NHL players to AHL players, this is what it would be. This is the NHL of blackcurrant, and this is the AHL. I'm not poo-pooing on these 2, but for blackcurrant, it's game over. This was number 7 last year on this list, so it moved down a little bit. Nose behind this, Bertrand de Chafour. Oh, the black currant. Yeah, it's so good, you gotta check it twice. The black currant's got a jammy appeal. Now, that doesn't mean it's super playful or it's, for under 20-year-olds. No. Don't get it confused by jammy appeal as being very, it's not synthetic at all. This is absolutely beautiful. Dark purple in color is what I think of when I think of black currant. It really does smell like that fruit. It looks like the fruit and it reminds me of the fruit. It has some green aspects to it, some boozy aspects too. Simply outstanding. Some people might say that this is a little dark for summer. Hell no. I might wear this in summer nights. Simply outstanding. Knocks it right out of the park as far as one of the best black currants in the game, if not the best black currant in the game. At number 8. At number 7, we're going to go with a citrus note that should be any summer list. I'm a fan of Bergamot, and this is a Bergamot-based fragrance. It's one of my faves, and this is Bergamot 22 from Le Labo. This juice is supposed to expire, it says, fresh until 2013. Yeah, I bought this a long time ago. She's still fresh, actually. Very good, and still got a lot of juice left in it. Bergamot 22, one of the best from Le Labo by itself. I used to be like a big Rose, not used to be, but Rose 31 was my only purchase from Le Labo. When I went for a second try at Le Labo, this was my second bottle from them. So it was number 8 last year on my list. It moves up to number 7 this year. Sparkling bergamot with a musky dry down, as a lot of Le Labos utilize. Some vetiver, a little bit of petit grain right in here. One of my first purchases from Le Labo right after Rose 31. Well worth it, signature scent worthy, great for daily use, office, casual, dress up, dress down. Bergamot 22 is a very simple, straightforward scent, and it is high quality stuff. So Bergamot 22, real good at number 7. Now let's take a look at number 6. Talking about citruses, now we're getting into some stuff that will be great for the really high heat. This is high humidity approved. This is Xerjoff 1861. This is an old bottle, of course, also known as Renaissance. 1861 was number 12 when I had my top 20 list last year, so it moves up 6 spots at number 6. So good, you gotta try it twice. One of the best citruses in the Xerjoff collection. And if you see all my Xerjoffs, maybe you don't, over here, I got over a dozen of them. And this is by far, I'm telling you, one of the best citruses in the Xerjoff collection. And they do citrus very, very well. It's transparent, and that's your key word right there. Transparent. Why? Because transparent scents do very, very well in the high humidity. You don't want something that's thick. Those days that you don't want to wear fragrance, this is the one to go for. Easy to wear. Citrus meets mint. Mint is, of course, very uplifting. Great in the high heat. Authentic to the tea. Yellow and green in color. And a great scent from the House of Xerjoff at number 6. Now let's take a look at my top 5 Dead or Alive from the House of Zegna. Now this is a newcomer to the list because it was a fragrance that I bought last year. So this is Zegna's high-end line. Very underrated. And I'm so happy that I can talk about this brand. This is not the only fragrance in this top 5 right now that is going to be on this list. So this is not the only one. This is Italian Bergamot. And what a solid bergamot fragrance this is from the House of Zegna. I don't have too much juice of it, but I absolutely loved it this summer. Great bergamot. Neroli. Wow. Vetiver to back it up a little bit. The vetiver stays back of it for this introduction, letting the bergamot do its thing. It's big, it's sparkling, it's beautiful. And the neroli just backs it up, just really nicely done with the vetiver. Of course, the bergamot is the star of the show. It's full, it's bright, it's authentic. That's the key word here, authentic. This stuff is simply outstanding, very fresh, easy to throw on. Zegna's line has multiple great fresh scents. Seriously slept on stuff. At number 5, Italian Bergamot, good stuff. If you ever get a chance to check out this line, please do. I really loved it. At number 4, this guy is no stranger to this top 5 list. This is, of course, from the House of Creed, Millesime Imperial, and I love this juice. This juice is great as a signature scent, but really just shines in the summer. A lot of these creeds, GIT, Millesime Imperial, Virgin Island Water, Erolfa, Green Valley, and I can go on, Sélection Verte. Creeds are made for summer. They're just so easy to reach for. They're just blended perfectly for these summer days. Beautiful, signature scent worthy, easy to put on, easy to wear in the office. Watermelon top with a aquatic tinge. That DNA is absolutely stunning. The golden juice from the House of Creed, Millesime Imperial, was top 5 last year, and again, still top 5 this year. A staple for me in the summer. At number 4. At number 3, we're going to move on again to a newcomer to this list. That is very impressive that you are a new purchase and you can make my top 10 list. This is, of course, again from the House of Zegna. This one, Sicilian Mandarin. Now, a lot of these freshies, this one, of course, because it's in the name, but this one also utilizes bergamot. You can really tell that they use this really high-end bergamot in a lot of their citrus-based fragrances. And, that is not redundant at all. Keep utilizing it, but it's absolutely amazing. And Sicilian Mandarin here. But, that bergamot with the added twist of mandarin is absolutely gorgeous. It's zesty, it's uplifting, and you guessed it, authentic. Yeah, this is great. Refreshing during the day, and one of those fragrances that you don't have to think about. You wear it in the office and you're good to go. Now at number 2. This guy, not a newcomer. This is one of the veterans in this list. This guy has been number 1 before, as close as last year. So we got a new number 1 this year. But this is my second bottle of this masterpiece. And yeah, I don't throw that around too much, that word, masterpiece. But this stuff is simply outstanding, from the house of Mr. James Healy. And this is Mount Freisch, the mint-based fragrance. This one, transparent. You know how I said 1861 transparent, and that is the key word for this one. Hot, humid days, same thing here, transparent. Wow. This Healy is great. The best use of mint ever. Oh man, it's so uplifting. Definitely, if this interests you, go check out my fragrance review on this. I reviewed it way back when I first started on YouTube. The best composition of mint ever, with a great complement of secondary notes to emphasize that mint introduction. One of the best scents in hot, humid weather. Sometimes simple is great. And the funny thing is Mount Freisch really isn't that simple. It's just the notes itself are so transparent, and it goes with the theme. You got a mint-based fragrance. Sometimes you like them rough and tumble, like Roadster, but this is exactly what I want from a mint-based fragrance. Nothing doing, just emphasize that mint and hold on to it as long as you can to keep that refreshing vibe go, because that is the great thing about mint, is that you want it to continue to push because it's so uplifting. At number 2, now number 1. Number 1 was number 3 last year on my list. This is the one fragrance that really just transcends and says, hey, I'm summer in a bottle. It definitely is. And this is from the House of Creed, Virgin Island Water, baby. One of the best from the House of Creed, man. It just is the pina colada of the fragrance game. It's a summer staple. Coconut, lime, tropical, boozy fragrance. You smell this, you close your eyes, and you put yourself at the beach. It just does make you think about that. And it's stunning juice. And at number 1, very much worthy with all of these as being the number 1 this year. Virgin Island Water, I've been killing that bottle. That and MI are looking dangerously low. For me, I know they're around 50%, but I don't use juice that much because of my collection. So it shows how much I use these two. Virgin Island Water, usually more of a staple just for summer. I don't use it too much outside of summer seasons. Yeah, here and there. Sometimes you just need that kick. But other than that, this juice gets heavy rotation, and this year it did at number 1. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this top 10 list. I love compiling these lists, especially after the season. I know you guys want to see them before the season, but this is a true list of mine that I've been wearing these fragrances. And a lot of these haven't been reviewed, right? I've only reviewed, technically on my channel, I've only reviewed these guys. So I still got all of this to review. So that's a lot for my top 10. I only have 3 reviewed out of the top 10. So I got a lot of work behind me, of course, to get these reviews done. So again, thank you for watching, and always comment below. I love hearing your take on my top 10 list, what you guys think. And let me know what you guys wore this summer or you're going to be wearing this summer. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.